Hey guys, big welcome to our Minnesota Twins franchise. We are rolling right along here. It's episode number 208. Season 4, games 122 through 125. It's a 4-game series with the Cleveland Indians from Progressive Field. Let's look at some numbers going into this series. Both teams fairly similar looking. Their two best attributes here are hitting, batting average. Indians are 13th, we are 15th. And then, pitching-wise, we are both pretty good at not giving up home runs. The Indians are 9th in baseball. We are 11th in baseball in giving up home runs. The rest of the numbers for both teams are not all that impressive except for one thing. The Indians have driven in runs, so their hitting with runners in scoring position must be a lot better than ours. That kind of has been the problem for us all season long. First game of this series, Felix Jorge will take the hill for us, the young rookie. Was called up a few months ago, didn't really expect him to stick, but he has performed very well, and he will face Trevor Bauer. So we have faced Trevor Bauer quite often, and we've actually had some very good games against him. So let's see if we can put together one here and snap this little losing streak that we're on. Jason Kipnis at the plate here with the runners on the corners and one out. He's going to drive it to right field. Raimel Tapia is there, runner tagging from third, and Tapia will bring the throw into second and make sure the runner stays at first. So in the bottom of the first inning, the Indians get a run. They lead 1-0. We move to the second inning. This is Raimel Tapia, 232 hitter with 4 home runs, 21 RBIs, and a 631 OPS. Here's the delivery on a 2-2 count. Raimel Tapia goes down and gets it, driving it deep to the right center field gap. That one is heading back and carrying into the seats. Raimel Tapia with the home run off of Trevor Bauer, and that's number 5 on the year for Tapia. And that evens up the score at 1 apiece. Middle of the second inning here at Progressive Field. We skip ahead to the 4th now. Jason Kipnis at the plate again. 19 home runs, 50 RBIs on the year. Runner at second with nobody out. Here's the ground ball past the diving Jace Peterson. Runner's going to round third, head to the plate. I believe that is... I can't remember who that was. Anyway, Jason Kipnis, 51st RBI of the year. I think it was Lindor that scored. Here's Yan Gomes. Runners on first and second. Yan Gomes lines it past the diving third baseman Miguel Sano. Into left field, Eddie Rosario up with the throw. It's cut off. But the Indians improved their lead out to 3-1 at the end of the 4th inning. We skip ahead now all the way to the 7th inning. This is Mario Calero, Rookie of the Year candidate. He's in the top 3 right now in the race for Rookie of the Year. And he swings and misses through the 4-seam fastball. Middle of the 7th inning, it is still 3-1. We go to the 8th. Shane Ashley on to try to keep the game close for the Twins, facing Justin Turner. Playing DH today for the Tribe. With runners on first and second, Turner drives it to right field. It's actually a little looper that drops in front of Tapia. And one run's going to come in to score, making it 4-1 Indians. And now here is center fielder Nick Williams, who I believe they picked up from the Phillies in a trade. Runners on the corners with one out. Sweeping curveball towards Williams. Double play opportunity is blown. That would have saved a run. But the throw pulls Mario Calero off the bag, and another run comes in to score. 5-1 Indians with the lead as we go to the 9th inning. Brian Shaw, 3.76 ERA, coming in to face the lefty Jace Peterson. Peterson sitting on 19 home runs. Here's the drive to right center field. He got all of that one, it looked like. It is headed back, and it is well out of here. Jace Peterson, and that is home run number 20. And Peterson becomes just the 2nd player on our club to reach the 20 home run mark. Miguel Sano, the only other player that has 20 home runs, and he has like 33 or 34. Here's Francisco Cervelli, 316 hitter with 5 home runs, 28 RBIs. 2 outs in the 9th inning, and Francisco Cervelli pops it up on the right side, and Carlos Santana is underneath it, squeezes it, and the ball game is over. The Indians with a 5-2 victory to start off this 4-game series. So the Tribe leads the season series 8-2. Trevor Bauer goes 7 innings, giving up 3 hits, had 10 strikeouts and 1 walk. So we did not have a very good day against Trevor Bauer. Not like we had hoped. Raimel Tapia went 1 for 3 with a home run. Jace Peterson went 1 for 4 with a home run for us. And now let's move on to game number 123 on the season. It's Oscar Campos and Chad Bettis on the hill for their respective clubs. And the Indians come away with a 4-1 win. They lead the season series 9-2. Oscar Campos went 8 innings, giving up 4 hits, had 9 strikeouts, 1 earned run, and 3 walks on the day. For us, Robert Jones went 1 for 2 with a run scored. Cervelli 1 for 3. Mario Calero 1 for 4 with an RBI. Michael Brantley went 2 for 4 with a home run, a double, 2 RBIs for the Indians. Third game of this 4-game series. Game number 124 on the season. We have Kyle Gibson at 7-7, a 4.16 ERA, 1.42 WHIP, 138 1/3 innings so far on the year. This is start number 25 for Gibby. Jacob Turner taking the hill for the Indians. They picked him up mid-season in a trade with the New York Yankees. Turner, a 4.12 ERA. We'll get the highlights started off here in inning number 1. This is Jason Kipnis. Struggling a bit in his last 10 games. Runner on third with 2 outs. Kipnis, chance to drive in the go-ahead run. And he is not going to do it. Miguel Sano on to first for the out. And at the end of the first inning, we have no score. We go to the third. This is Miguel Sano. With runners on first and second and 2 outs, Miguel Sano up the middle. That one should score a run. Byron Buxton is rounding third, heading to the plate, and he is going to slide in safely. And the Twins jump out on top here in game number 3. 1-0 lead for Minnesota. Middle of the third. Let's skip to the fourth. Herbert De La Rosa playing first base today for Mario Calero. 2 outs in the inning with nobody on and a 2-0 count from Turner, and Herbert De La Rosa bloops this one into right field. Stephen Piscotty comes charging and makes the play. Middle of the fourth inning, and a former Twin, Stephen Piscotty, comes in to end the inning. Justin Turner now in the bottom of the fourth. Runners on the corners. Turner, line drive, base hit, left side. 1 run will score. Rosario gets it back in. And we are now tied up at 1. Justin Turner with the RBI single. 1-1, we go to the 5th inning. Eddie Rosario, 2 for 2 on the day, 243 hitter, 12 home runs, 43 RBIs. Runners on the corners with 1 out. And Rosario sends this one to deep center field. Nick Williams underneath it. Here comes the tag and the throw. And it is up the first baseline. Run comes in to score. Twins regain the lead at 2-1. In the middle of the 5th. We have just struggled to score runs. Hitting with runners in scoring position. Stringing together hits. We haven't had any big innings in quite a while. And now a chance to do some damage here for Miguel Sano with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And Miguel Sano pops it up into shallow left field. And Francisco Lindor is there and makes the play for the Indians. Middle of the 7th inning, we stretch here in Cleveland, 2-1. The score, Minnesota looking to snap a little, a 4-game losing streak now at this point. Kevin Segrist on for the save. Carlos Santana at the plate. Tying run at third base, 0-1 delivery. Santana lines it right back up the middle. And the save is successfully blown by Kevin Segrist. His numbers still look good, but it sure seems like he struggled lately. 15th RBI of an injury-shortened season for Carlos Santana. We're going to head to extra innings in this one, the 3rd game of this 4-game series. Genmar Gomez comes in the 12th for the Twins, who already had a beleaguered, fatigued pitching staff coming into this one. Extra innings game isn't going to help that. Here's a blooper into left center field, and that one's going to be caught by Eddie Rosario. Runner tagging, though, and the ball game is over. Runner comes in to score. Carlos Santana does the job. And the Indians pull off the come-from-behind win. 3-2 as they walk it off in extra innings. Justin Turner, your player of the game, went 3 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Indians lead the season series now 10 games to 2. Carlos Santana 2 for 5 with a double and an RBI as well. Francisco Lindor went 3 for 6 with a pair of doubles, and Nick Williams went 3 for 4. For us, Robert Jones went 2 for 5 with a pair of doubles, and Eddie Rosario went 2 for 5 with one double and an RBI. All right, let's move on. Final game of this 4-game series. Game number 125. We sit at 45 and 79. The Indians are 66 and 58. We are desperately trying to avoid our 80th loss of the season. Danny Salazar will start. He was on pace to possibly compete for the Cy Young. He's dropped off that a little bit. Still great numbers for him. And Carlos Frias will make his second appearance for the Twins this season. His first one went 2 2/3 innings and got beat up pretty good. Second inning is where we'll start the action off in this one. Runner on second. Nobody out. And a drive to right field. That one is heading back towards the wall. Raimel Tapia is after it, and he's not going to get there. And that, I believe, was Ronnie Rodriguez with the home run. Kind of a utility player for the Indians. Ronnie Rodriguez puts the Tribe up 2-0. They are looking for the 4-game sweep. End of the second inning. Indians lead. We go to the 4th. Ronnie Rodriguez again. 2-0 Tribe. Bottom of the 4th inning, 2 outs. This one into right field. And Raimel Tapia will settle underneath it. Carlos Frias has settled down a little bit. And he has gotten through 4 innings now, giving up just the 2 runs. As you see, though, the Twins are hitless so far in the game. We move to inning number 5. This is Tyler Naquin for the Tribe. 266 hitter with 5 home runs, 42 RBIs. Second pitch of the bottom of the 5th inning with 2 outs. And this one, second pitch to Tyler Naquin in the at-bat. He delivers a home run for the Tribe and increases their lead to 3-0. Bottom of the 5th inning. So we go to the 6th inning now. 1 out, nobody on. This is Delino DeShields Jr. And he breaks up the no-hitter with a base hit into right center field. And the Twins have their first base runner of the game with 1 out. Here's Raimel Tapia. Tapia, left side. Here's the throw from the third baseman into the outfield. Now we've got runners on the corners with 1 out after the throwing error. Byron Buxton sends this one into center field. Catch is made there by Williams. Runner tagging at third. Here comes the throw. It's a strong throw, but it is not in time as Delino DeShields comes in to score, and the Twins get on the board. 1 run on 1 hit for the Twins. Indians with 3 runs. And now we go to the bottom of the inning. Yan Gomes, bottom of the 6th. Runner on first, 2 outs. Yan Gomes swings and misses. And Carlos Frias gets through 6 innings, giving up 3 runs. And hey, we didn't expect a quality start from Carlos Frias, but we got it anyway. So that is big for us. Kyle Crockett now on for the Indians. 20 saves on the year for Kyle Crockett, facing Robert Jones. 234 hitter, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. Runner on first with 1 out. Crockett looking for the save. Ground ball right side. Kipnis on to Rodriguez, on to Santana. They turn the double play, and the Indians get the win. They have completed the 4-game sweep and lead the season series 11 games to 2. Our losing streak now stands at 6-game losing streak. So we had a 7-game losing streak, won 2 games in a row, and now we have another 6-game losing streak. We are 45 and 80, and man, the rest of the season it might be just try our very best to avoid losing 100 games. It might be unavoidable, though. We might be a 100-loss team. I didn't expect that coming into the season, but we could be headed there, especially with the minor league roster that we have trying to play Major League Baseball. So, playoff picture in the American League. The Red Sox, the Tigers, and the Rangers are your division leaders. The White Sox and the Blue Jays are the wild card. Did I say the White Sox? Red Sox, Tigers, Rangers, division leaders, White Sox, Blue Jays in the wild card. Angels trail the Blue Jays by a game for that final wild card spot. Let's flip it over to the National League. The Nationals are only a half a game ahead of the Marlins. The Marlins may overtake them before the end of the next episode. That would be kind of cool. So Marlins a half a game back. The Cubs 7.5 over the Pirates. The Giants up to a 10.5 game lead over the Dodgers in the West. And the wild card, the Dodgers have a half game lead on the D-backs, who are right on their tails. Marlins 2.5 back. They are closer to the division lead than they are to the wild card. Same with the Mets, who are 4.5 back. The Pirates, Phillies, and the Cardinals still theoretically in the hunt for that last wild card spot. We're in the middle of August here on the Minnesota Twins franchise on the Moldy Cheese Baseball Network.